Hello, racing fans, and welcome back to another edition of Handicappers Corner, brought to you by the Derby Bar and Grill. I'm Mike Heads, along with Drew Forster. We're going to go through the Sunday, October the 11th races at Hastings. No racing Saturday, so we have the Sunday, Monday program. Of course, Thanksgiving Day, Monday program. 8 races on tap. We just did draw this morning as of taping, and it's some nice full fields.
4 stakes on tap. They all look like very competitive races, full fields. Great day on Monday, and of course, the highlight on Sunday will be the Sweet Six carryover, the Sea to Sky carryover. What was it at
$93,000? If you can be the lone winner, you will take home well over $100,000 after wagering. But yeah.
And there is a mandatory payout if it doesn't get hit on Sunday. There's a mandatory payout on Monday, so going to be a huge day on Monday. 7 races on tap on Sunday. Let's jump right into it. The first is an $8,000 claiming event for older colts and geldings. I went to the 4 here, Casino Boss. Started out his meet here at Hastings with a win for $62.50. Went back up went up to 8. Absolutely crushed, winning off by 4. Ran last weekend for 16, a tough race with his stablemate. It's Finally Friday. Step up for the money, etc. That was a tough race, and the fact that Mike Anderson runs him back in a week tells me he didn't extend a whole lot that day.
And it's the end of the year. And the horses are going to run.
And it's the end of the year.
Week.
But I don't think he was huffing and puffing when he came back.
You're right.
He's running him back in a week. He definitely looks like the horse to beat here. I put Teddy the Bear in the second spot. Coming off a win at the $62.50 level. David Lopez gave him a nice ride. He has had some trouble this year. Got a nice clean trip last time and showed. He did win for $62.50. And I put Proxy Man. There's a fair bit of gas in here with Halo's Quest, Cowboy Commander, and Proxy Man. Proxy Man is the best of those speed horses. He should carry him the farthest. But I put Casino Boss and Teddy the Bear on top of him. I went 4-2-5.
Yeah, I agree. I think the 4-horse Casino Boss is like miles the best on paper. If he doesn't show up for whatever reason, the 5-horse Proxy Man, for my money, is the second best. I think he will get the lead. He sets fast fractions. He opens up big leads, and he's cutting back to 6.5 from a mile and a 16th. So that's encouraging. So. And I put Teddy the Bear, who had every reason to win last time, and he just did last. Wow, I thought he was trying to lose there for a minute, but he ended up winning. But I went 4-5-2. Casino Boss, definitely your horse to beat in the Sunday opener. On to race number 2, maiden $4,000 fillies and mares. This is the first half of a split. This race was split, and it's races 2 and 4. I ended up on the 5-horse Rocket Star. You're getting some tough form to read at this time of year with some of these $4,000 maidens. So you have to be a little bit creative, but at least this filly has some speed, and actually a pretty good race last time to Angel's Victory after chasing 22 flat.
And it doesn't look like there's really any speed to go with her. It looks like she'll get the lead by herself.
Where do you go after her? It's hard. It was hard to find another horse.
I tried to go against her just because she's
of course, she's
12-time maiden.
And she's always 20-1. And now you're going to get even money probably on her. And now, do you want to take even money on Rocket Star? And that's probably what's going to happen. But where do you go
I had a tough time. I really tried to make a case for Got Scotch. I got her in the second spot. But, well, maybe last time it was the slop. It's probably going to be sloppy again, though. So
it was tough. Like she running against better horses her first 2 starts, Scott, because I do have her in the second spot. Disappointing last 2 runs though, but there is something there. She can run a little bit, and Antonio Reyes re-rides. And I put the 2-horse A-Hole Auger. Good works. First run since opening weekend. This horse has got some nice 101 and change moves. Perhaps this is the one that you might want to toss in. But it looks like a single with Rocket Star in the opening leg of the Sea to Sky pick 6. Like I said, I didn't know where else to go. I went 5, 6, and 2.
I don't have a whole lot to add. Rocket Star looks like the horse that's going to be on the lead. It's the 46 buyer last time towers over the field. So I put that one on top of Got Scotch. I had B.A. Hole Auger in third spot. I ended up switching. I went with Blues Be Gone out of the John Snow Barn.
Why not?
Got the 1 start. Should move forward off the 1 start. Lightly raced daughter of Snorter. What the heck? I put her in third spot. I went 5, 6, and 4. In the second, on to the third. Non-winners of the year. 3-year-olds and up going a mile and a 16th, or non-4. Yep. I went to the 5 Lucky Molly Minor out of the Mike Anderson barn. Mike, of course, having a great meet. He's our leading trainer. Does have a win at the distance. Actually, pretty solid record. 6 of 8 in the money at the distance. Was off for a while. 2 good efforts coming back. Just beating about 3 lengths last time. Behind Briardy County and Carson City Brown. Now goes long. I think he's rounding into a good race. So I put Lucky Mile Miner on top of Minstrel's Time. Switches to Pedro Alvarado as Jeff Birmingham does land on Bluegrass Man. But I mean, a very good race behind Halo's Quest last time. Looked like he was going to get there, just got beat a half a length. Should be charging late. And I put Lord Galovic, who you can never really count out. He's been very consistent this year in the third spot. Good third last time. Only got beat a length and a quarter by Minstrel's Time. Those are the three I got, 5, 1, and 2.
Yeah, I put Lord Galovic on top, but we're splitting hairs here. I put Lucky Moly Miner in for second, and I put Lord Harlow in for third. There wasn't, but I do like, if I had to play 2 horses, I'd play 2 and 5. I mean, it's Lord Galovic, who had a good trip sitting close to the pace showed a little more speed last time and was in good position. I just worry about the pace scenario in here. I don't know who's going to get the lead. If Lucky Moly Miner shows some initiative, this horse could get the lead. Lord Galovic shows a little initiative, he could get the lead. But because there's no confirmed speed, the first quarter is going to be 25 flat, or 24 and 4. And I'm not sure, whoever gets the lead or takes the initiative and leaves the gate the best, might be your winner. But
position's probably
going to be. It's going to be. That's that's all that matters in these kind of cheaper races, especially when they're so competitive. When you're talking about horses that are really close in ability, whoever gets lucky with the trip. And I'm going to say that Lord Galovic gets a good trip, but the 5 Lucky Moly Miner and the 6 Lord Harlow. 2, 5, 6 for me in the Sunday third. On to the fourth race. This is the start of your late pick 4, maiden 4. This is the other half of the
second race
split of the second race, the maiden $4,000 fillies and mares, 6.5 furlongs. I ended up in the 2 Saintly Sinner. A no threat third last time too. A remarkable lady. Actually, the runner-up horse Rosalie B came back to run quite well last weekend. Put a little scare into Rio Hana going along in the I think it was a Sunday opener. But
it was.
At least it got. This horse has had a couple of good horses in front of her. I know she didn't run her best race. It was kind of a drying out track that day. I know it's listed as fast, but it was kind of a sealed faster. It was a hard. It was fast, not a good track for her. I think she'll get a better track. Saintly Sinner for me to finally break through. I put the 6 horse Storm and Angel, who was in that same race with Remarkable Lady, Storm and Angel, but scratched, and Amadeo had taken off Storm and Angel that day to ride Saintly Sinner. So I got to stick with those 2. And I put the 4 horse Stormy Cross, who obviously didn't want to run long. And that is the race I was talking about, Rio Hana, Rosalie B and Ruffy Rose. She was up in contention for about 6 furlongs, but really flattened out. She wants to sprint. She got very tired in the last part of it. But I went 2, 6, 4.
Again, I don't have a whole lot to add.
Those are horses.
I like Saintly Sinner. I put her on top too. We saw. I've said this before too. When you see horses running for higher, they take a big drop to the bottom. A lot of times they'll end up running second or third. They come back and win next time, just as Rio Hana did for Barb, right? Took the big drop to 4, looked like a sure thing. Run third, came back, made no mistake last time. I like Saintly Sinner. Barb obviously going really good right now. Storm and Angel, again, for me, picks up Richard Hamill for Rob Van Overshot in the second spot. And Stormy Cross, as you mentioned, didn't like going long.
I think you need all 3 of them, because none of them are all super.
There's no superstars.
You're not going to hang your hat on. And you're playing the pick 6 or something like. You want a key Saintly Sinner? You want a key Storm and Angel, or you want a key Stormy Cross? No, I think
it's all 3.
Need all 3 of them in the pick.
Absolutely,
pick
2, 6, and 4 for me as well. In the fourth, on to the fifth. Fillies and Mares $8,000 race going 6.5 furlongs, non-2, non-3 BC bred. I went to the 3 Xenia here. I thought a very good race 2 back with SL Express. Only got beat a neck. Came back with another good effort, finishing behind SL Express and Big Dropper. I'm a Kitten's Joy. Amadeo Perez sticks with, cuts her price in half down to 8,000. Looks like there should be enough speed in here. Quiet Finality's got speed. Catch and Fire is obviously very quick. I believe an Angel shows speed. I think it's going to be a fair bit to run at, and I think it sets up for Xenia. I've heard in the first spot. Stormstalker put in the second spot. She dropped down to the $16,000 level last time and lost all chance at the break.
It didn't come out of there.
Some kind of an issue at the gate.
I don't know what happened, because she was declared a starter, though. Like, it was no.
She was,
But she just, for whatever reason, didn't leave there.
Walked out of the gate and ended up getting beat 12 lengths again. She cuts her price in half. Lopez sticks with her. I got her in the second spot. And I put Catch and Fire, who is the speed of the speed. She'll take him a long way. Richard Hamill rides for trainer Craig McPherson. In the third spot, 3-2-5 for me.
Yeah, I like Xenia. I agree. This looks like a good spot. Going to get a great pace scenario. Got a lot of. Finally, I mean, she's had no pace to run at. Last time, no pace to run at. It was unfortunate, and quite a few of her races through it. And that's why she's still like only a winner of 1, because she's has no speed. She can't dictate what happens in a race.
She is one of those horses.
And she needs something
at the
else.
mercy of what's happening
Right,
in front
the
of her.
pace, and she finally gets a race where she's going to get. I'm not saying it's going to be, a crazy.
It could be with,
breakneck
I don't
pace,
know.
but
It could be with Catching Fire.
These horses, good. A lot of them need the lead to run their best
Yeah.
race, and Xenia, she's got to be pretty live in here. I agree with the 2-horse Stormstalker and the 5 Catching Fire. Those are the other 2 horses. I went 3, 5, and 2 though in the 5th. On to the 6th race, maiden $4,000 Colts and Geldings going 6.5 furlongs. I ended up on the 1 horse here, Royal Briar. Pretty impressed with his third place run behind Windstrong, that was a pretty fast time, and just lost a photo to Southern Casanova, but that's a drop. I want any droppers coming from 12.5 to 4.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna take Royal Briar over New Jersey Joe and Harrison Hope, who are kind of inseparable to me, but both have had a few chances and continue to run in 119 and change. But I think the race will be run a little faster if Royal Briar can run his best race. So I went 1, 2, and 7.
I had Royal Briar on top, and I thought, I've picked New Jersey Joe each of his 5 starts. Why not pick him again? I'm sticking with New Jersey Joe. And as I mentioned, you do see these horses that drop from 12.5. At this time of year, I don't know if there's that big a difference from 12.5.
Oh, it isn't. A lot of times it isn't. Like they lose. They're just.
And he's going to be really short price. Yeah. And he's taking the drop, and he's not a sure thing. So I went with New Jersey Joe on top of Royal Briar. Just flip-flop your top 2. And Harrison Hope is getting markedly better, the son of 3/4 time. It took him a while to wake up, but he has in his last few races, and he's getting closer. I put him in the 3rd spot. 2-1-7 for me in the 6th. On to the 7th, the Nightcap 4,000, non-2 for fillies and mares, going 6.5 furlongs. I hate doing this, going with a horse that just broke her maiden, coming back into a non-2, especially a horse that took 8 starts, 9 starts to break her maiden. But Remarkable Lady looks like the only speed in here. I just don't see a whole lot to go with her. Pedro sticks with her. Him and Milburn are always dangerous together, especially with speed horses. It seems over the years, Milburn and Pedro have done very good with speed horses.
He puts Pedro on the his live pace horses.
His live horses, and they go. And I just don't see who's going to go with her. Maybe Charming Silver. I just don't see a lot of pace. So I put her on top of Tulipia, who ran a markedly better race last time, running 3rd. Behind Four Feathers and Ariki Princess. If either one of those was in here, I would like them very much. And I put Today Is the Day, a newcomer, running for much higher at Emerald Downs. Was running for 25,000 non-2 most of the year. Dropped into a 7,500 non-3 last time. Got beat 7 lengths though. Comes up here. It's live, but I didn't want to leave her off the ticket, but I didn't want to pick her too high. I put her in the 3rd. I went 4, 5, 7.
Yeah, I left Remarkable Lady out, but it could be a mistake. I know the horse was very fortunate to win last time, but
but I just don't see.
Charming Silver is going to go.
Thing,
Hamill's going to have Charming Silver in play. Remarkable Lady might have the lead through the opening quarter, but I think when they head down the backside, Charming Silver is going to be breathing down her neck, and blinkers on. There's some indicators. Richard's ridden the horse before. I know it's not the most consistent horse, Charming Silver, but I'm going to go to her to win it. She was only beaten a couple of noses for 3rd. Tulipia beat her.
Yeah, that was
but she ends up 6th.
Blanket finish
and
there,
she's the one that actually was in the running and doing something where Tulipia was just kind of in the back of the pack making one run and caught 3rd. I much preferred Charming Silver. So I'm going to go to her to win it. Today is the day for me for 2nd. Running against much tougher, Emerald horses. We'll see how that stacks up here at Hastings. At least it was a non-3 last time. Drops into a non-2.
Yeah.
This is obviously overstep. It was a closing day and there's probably no other races going on for trainer Vince Gibson. So they, put her in a non-3. But I give her some respect. She's run here before. And she broke her maiden here, actually. Yeah. And the 5-horse Tulipia, got to give her kudos too. So I went 3, 7, and 5 in the Sunday finale. That'll do it for our analysis of the program. Next up on screen will be a quick recap of our picks. There we go. There are the bingo balls for the Sunday, October 11th program. Back in race number 1, I went to the 4 Casino Boss, coming back in a week, but still looks like the class of the field. I went 4, 5, and 2. Race number 2, I went to the 5 Rocket Star, 5, 6, 2. Race number 3, I went to the 2 Lord Gallivic over the 5 Lucky Moly Miner and the 6 Lord Harlow. 4th race, start off your light pick 4, the 2 horse Saintly Sinner over the 6 Storm and Angel and the 4 Stormy Cross. The 5th race went to the 3 Xenia. 3, 5, 2 for me in the 5th. 6th race, number 1, Royal Briar, 1, 2, 7. 7th and final, I'm going to try the 3-horse Charming Silver. I'm going to go 3, 7, and 5. On to Drew's picks.
In the 1st, I agree with Mike. I went to the 4 Casino Boss for the 2 and the 5. In the 2nd, number 5 Rocket Star over the 6 and the 4. In the 3rd, I went to the 5 Lucky Molly Miner over the 1 and the 2. In the 4th, number 2 Saintly Sinner over the 6 and the 4. In the 5th, number 3, Xenia over the 2 and the 5. In the 6th, I went to number 2. Keep going back to old New Jersey Joe over the 1 and the 7. And in the 7th, I went to the 4, Remarkable Lady off her maiden breaker over the 5 and the 7.
All right, thanks everyone for tuning in. Don't forget, $93,000.
Actually, I think it's $93,066 to be exact. But yeah,
tip your teller if you win it.
That's
66
right.
bucks. But,
as Mike mentioned, it's going to be well over 100 grand. Yeah. You know, we saw this a few years ago at Gulfstream. There was a huge, what do they call it, the Rainbow Pick Six.
Rainbows. You need to be the lone winner.
You had to be the lone winner. They were doing an all-out payout on the Monday. All these tracks changed their post times and everything, and a guy took it down on the Sunday
day before.
For like $10 million. Try and be that guy here on Sunday and get about 100K.
It'll be a nice 100 grand. And there's some opportunities there. I mean, these are not the most reliable horses.
Exactly.
Running
This
on
is a
Sunday.
day where it could
these
happen
are the cheaper
because
horses.
there could be some prices.
Because we got all stakes races pretty much on Monday, and those are the ones you can kind of hang your hat and know that you're going to get a good workman-like effort. These ones are kind of in and outers. So sometimes you can get a nice $18, $20. You get a couple $20 horses and you pick 6.
You could be yours.
Could be the lone winner. But so give it a try. First post at 150 on Sunday. The Sea to Sky Pick 6 starts at 220. Estimated post because it does start in race number 2. On behalf of Drew, thanks everyone for tuning in. We'll see you next time here at the Derby Barn Grill.